Hey guys, welcome back again to another tutorial. So today's video will be learning how to draft a bolero jacket. So if this interests you, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and also turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will be the first to be notified. And also thank you to my old and new subscribers. Once again, my name is Jenny. So let's get into it. Welcome back again, soulmates. So guys, these are my drafting materials. So let's get into the drafting process. So I'm going to rule out my starting line, and we are going to be drafting out the back pattern first. This is going to be the center back. So after doing that, from the starting line, come down by 2 inches. Okay, so just come down by 2 inches. So in the process of drafting this pattern, you'll be able to know the reason why I ask you to come down by 2 inches. Okay, so on the starting line, that is the second line, go ahead and place half of your shoulder measurements. Then you're going to come down by ½ inch for shoulder slope. Then on that ½ inch, mark out your armhole length, so which is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. Okay, now I'm going to place my tape on the starting line like this, that is the second line, and I'm going to mark 15 inches. So that is how long I want this jacket to be. So you can make yours shorter or longer than mine. Okay, so all those points, I'm going to just mark them on this part. So most people can prefer their bolero jacket to be at the length of their under bust measurement. Okay, so this totally depends on what you want. So for me, because I want to be putting on this jacket to so many places, so that is why I decided to make it long at 15 inches. Then after doing that, guys, I'm going to just label this out. So just place half of your shoulder measurement on the chest line. Okay, then you rule out your armhole length like so. Then after doing that, guys, on that chest line, place your bust divided by 4. Then you are going to look for the midpoint of the armhole length. Okay, so after getting that, on the waistline, I'm going to divide my waist by 4. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for that. Then go ahead and connect it together. So after connecting them together, now for the neck width, I'm going to use 3 inches. So for the neck depth, I'm going to use 1.25. So you can use 1 inch. Then I'm going to just connect the neckline for the back like this. Okay, now at this shoulder part, I'm going to extend this by ½ inch. So this is to help us have like a bit of ease at that part. Okay, and also on the chest line, go down by ½ inch. You know, this is a jacket and you are going to be putting on another dress or shirt beneath it. Okay, so it's going to be on top of another dress. So that is why we have to just make this part to be free a little, so that you don't have it being so tight at this part where we added extra inches. Okay, then go ahead and connect your armhole length. So just go ahead and connect your armhole length like this. So you can see what I did now. So this point we went out at that shoulder part is what we are making use of. So I'm going to just connect my shoulder slope like this. Okay, so this is how the armhole should look like. Okay, like this. So after doing that, go ahead and place your bust span, your nipple to nipple divided by 2 on the lines. Okay, then I'm going to just connect it this way, and I'm going to mark out my darts. Okay, like the way you normally mark out your darts, go ahead and input your darts. Now coming to the neck width, guys, I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches. So I'm going to extend it by 1 inch. So that is how long I want the collar to be. Then on that point, go in by ½ inch, because you don't want that part to be wide, because it's going to be at the upper neck area. So you want it to be a little bit narrow. Okay, so then just connect it this way. You can see what I did. So that is all for the back. Then I'm going to just cut this out. Now Now guys, at this part you don't want it to be pointy, you don't want any sharp area at that part, so go ahead and blend it out like this. So you can see what I'm doing, just blend it out and cut it out. So guys, you can see this is the back pattern. You can see how easy it is. So let's go ahead and draft out the front pattern. So the first thing is to roll out your starting line. Then place half of your shoulder measurements on this point, okay? I'm going to just mark ½ inch again. Remember we added ½ inch to our shoulder measurement, okay? So go ahead and come down by ½ inch for shoulder slope. Then you're going to come down by your armhole length. So after that, I'm going to place my tape this way. Then I'm going to come down by my bust point, which is 10. So remember we use 15 inches for the back length. So I'm also going to use 15 inches for the front, okay, like this. So like I said earlier, this totally depends how long you want the Bolero jacket to be, okay? So I'm going to just connect the points together. Now for the neck width is still going to be 3 inches. For the neck depth also is going to be 3 inches. Then I'm going to just connect the neckline of the front like this. So after connecting, I'm going to connect the shoulder slope this way. Coming to the chest line, whatsoever you have on the shoulder area, place it right there, okay? To have like a straight line, like so. So go ahead and label this out. Now on the chest line, divide your bust by 4, place it there. On the waistline, divide your waist by 4 and add 1 inch for that, okay? So then you're going to place your bust span on the lines like this, and you're going to mark out your darts for the front like so. So after connecting the dart, guys, I'm also going to connect this part. So this is what we have now. So I'm going to just get the midpoint of this armhole length. So from the chest line, go down again by ½ inch like we did for the back. So I'm going to just connect these points together like this. The armhole, just connect it like this. So you can see what we have, guys. You can see. So at that chest area, you can come down by ½ inch or you can come down by 1 inch. So it depends how free you want that part to be, okay? So like we did for the back, before drafting out the shoulder area, go ahead and come down by 2 inches for the neckline extension. So I forgot to do that. That is why I added extra paper to this. Like we did for the back, I'm going to extend the neckline like this by 1.5 inches. So after that, I'm going to go in by ½ inch like this. So go in by ½ inch, then connect it this way. So after doing that, from the center front, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. So now this also depends how open you want that part to be. So you can go in by 1.5 inches. So then connect it this way. You can see the ½ inch you went in at the top. Just connect it towards the center front this way, like this. So make it a little bit curvy, don't make it too straight. So like I said earlier, that part actually depends how open you want it to be, okay? So for me, I'm going to make use of 1 inch so that when I open it up, it's going to be 2 inches. So I'm going to just connect from that neck point. You can see that neck point went in by 1 inch all the way to the full length of this Bolero jacket, okay? So now you can see the way I'm doing it with my pencil. So if you still want to sew in your darts, what you are going to do is to just connect all the way from the neck area to the dart leg. That is that first dart leg, okay? If you still want to retain the dart. But for me, I'm not going to retain the dart. So I'm going to cut out the dart. So that is why you see me connecting it after the dart. You can see. So I went in. That is after the dart is what I did. You can see the shape I have. So when you are doing this, please make sure you connect it well. Make sure you draw out the shape very well, because the way you draw out the shape is actually what you are going to get, okay? So this is what we have, guys. So the next thing now is to just cut this out. So also, like we did for the back, this area we are going to just curve it in like this, take away any sharp point at that area. Then I'm going to just cut this out. So guys, after cutting, guys, this is what we have. You can see, so this is what the front is looking like, and this is the back pattern. So we have the front and the back pattern right here, okay? So I'm going to cut this on my fabric. I'm going to be placing it on my fabric, and I'm going to be cutting it out. So for this Bolero jacket, I'm going to also use a lining. So you need to use a lining, okay? But this totally depends on the kind of material you are using. So for that dart, I'm going to subtract the dart intake we added earlier at the side of the front, okay? So because I'm not going to stitch down my dart, then I'm going to just cut it out like so. So after doing that, guys, I'm also going to extend this part up. So this is it, guys. So for the back also, I don't want to stitch down my dart, so I'm going to just open it up like this at the midpoint of that dart. Then I'm going to cut out one side of that dart, and I'm going to place this shorter part at the other side of the dart like this, so to close up the dart. So if you want a dart at the back area, you can go ahead and just leave it that way and stitch up your dart. So for me, I'm going to just close up these darts like so. So I'm going to hold this down with my sellotape, like you see me doing like this. And wow, this is what we have, guys. I've taken out all the darts, both for the front and the back, and this is it. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut it out on my fabric, and I've added the necessary stitching allowance, as you can see right here. You can see the side 1.5 inches. So for the bottom, I added 1 inch because I'm going to be turning it with my lining, and I don't want the lining part to be obvious, okay? There's a way I'm going to do it, so I'll be showing you guys in our next video on how to do that. So coming to this part also, at the top I added 1/2 inch. So for the front, you can see what I did. You can see what I did for the front. So at the side, I added 1.5 inches, at the bottom 1 inch, that side which is opened I added 1/2 inch also, and also the top 1/2 inch. So for the center back is going to be on fold, okay? So the center back is going to be on fold. So guys, this is it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, and also lay your comments on the comment section. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that when I post the sewing parts, you'll be notified, okay? So thank you. See you right there. Bye.